so it's been a while since we made a video, and this is kind of an update. We're thinking about not really making any more videos, not getting a whole lot of traffic, and we're not trying to get YouTube rich or famous or anything like that. But it's a funny thing is I talk to them on the phone all day long, and apparently the couple hundred people that watch each video are the same couple hundred people. So this video is for all of you, and thank you for your continued viewing and you're buying parts from us and all that stuff, because ultimately that's kind of why we do these videos. It's to market ourselves and get us out there. You know, we don't have the big bucks like not all the other companies, but a lot of the other companies out there. So anyways, we're gonna let our work speak for itself. So anyways, give you kind of an update. We've made a lot of progress. It's funny because it's the little details, you know. People go, oh, you got the motor in, you got this in. You know, that's all the easy stuff. It's all the little details that take a crap load of time. And so I'm gonna walk you through. I've made a whole bunch of video footage of doing stupid little things, and you know what? I don't have the time to edit those videos, and you know, I don't know if that's specifically something that people are looking to do. I think people just overall want kind of an overall, you know, feel of what the car is, and maybe get some ideas on you know, what to do on their stuff. Not really just every little details of me bolting things together or doing some stuff. So let me walk you through what we got going so far. So one of the big things that we got done is this tank, and I'll put up some pictures of what this tank looks like inside. This is a pretty big deal. The tank is cool because it fits in the stock location. Everything fits really cool. We got it beveled here. You know, thanks Sean over at Patio Cruisers. The guy's welded millions of miles of aluminum, and he helped out a lot with this tank. So this is a tank. We started building this tank like 5 years ago. It has a cool Holley intake. I want to say it's a 400 liter per hour pump with one of those hydromats on the bottom of it. One of the things that we had to do, which was kind of a pain in the ass, was this wasn't going to fit between the top of the tank and the trunk of the floor. So we ended up having to go back and drop this down. But then when we dropped this down, we didn't have enough room for the pump pickup. So then we had to drop down the bottom. So it's got basically a sump in the bottom. So it's pretty cool. So this tank's all baffled and pretty cool. So this is one of the floatless tank deals. It just has a ball or something that floats up and down in there, so it works out pretty good. And it'll have a stock filler, everything. So anyways, that's the tank. So another thing that we got going on here, and I think we did show in something, we got the brake lines and everything all done for the car, rebuilt the master cylinders. And one of the things I forgot was to put the proportioning valve in here. So this system does have a balance bar in it, and so you adjust this bar. The more you thread it towards whichever side you want, this would be the front, this would be the rear. It adds more brake pressure input from your foot, so more leverage to one side or the other. But what we found was I couldn't take enough rear brake out, and we really want that initial hit. So what we did was I put a proportioning valve in it. And so what it'll do is once it hits a certain level of pressure, it just holds it at that same pressure. So you can get that initial bite without it overpowering the tires. Got all the oil lines kind of made and hooked up. Got the radiator in, and I made some custom mounts because once upon a time, before parts were so readily available, I had a radiator in here that didn't have an angled filler neck on it, and it would stick up too high and the hood would hit it. So I cut the factory mounts out and put my own mounts in here, but I don't know if you can even see this. Look on the other side. So I made a mounts, and it's pretty cool. They saddle in the tank, and the little rubber pieces and everything all totally perfect. Our closeout panel fits on here. I think you guys have seen some pictures. Maybe I'll post that with our new fender braces and all that stuff. that's probably what we're gonna end up running. And so lower hose is a stock 4th gen F body. We use that all the time, fits great. Since this isn't an LS swap radiator, welded a piece on here, and it gave a little bit more of an angle to keep the hose away from the bolts on the idler arm there. And it was also too big to fit, so that reduced it as well. So and then the upper hose, I just made out of 2 hoses, and then I use these shrink fit clamps on there. Let's see if I have any of the... So we make these little couplers. So if anybody wants one, hit us up. They're stainless steel and they're beaded so they can hold the hose on. That way you can put 2 different hoses together. So we've got all that stuff done. Inside, the 3-link mount and everything's all done. We haven't done anything to the cage yet. What else we got done? I think we got started on some of the wiring on the car. Kind of preliminary wiring kind of stuff. I don't even know if you can see under there, but there is a Dominator ECU, and it's in place. So next step is to sort of work and get things routed, wiring routed, and all that good stuff. Over here is our new wiring harness. It's kind of what I've been working on. Kind of going through and eliminating stuff we're not going to use or need, and just sort of organizing things and all that good stuff to, I don't know, just come up with it. A clean electrical system. The electrical system on this car isn't a whole lot going on. You got cooling fans and relays for headlights and stuff. I really shouldn't have rewired this car. The wiring system on this car was pretty sound, and I don't know why I decided to rip everything out. It literally had the glass fuse factory stuff in it. So anyways, the next step is to put the engine harness, Holley harness and stuff in there, and get the harness that's gonna mount over here in the firewall, get it kind of ran and all that good stuff. That's a big deal. Wiring a car is a big deal. Trying to get everything dialed in and perfect and clean and hidden, because I like this. This looks good. I don't want to see a bunch of wires and stuff everywhere. And car always looked really good before. You know, there wasn't a ton of wiring, you know, exposed wiring and stuff like that. I get it that it's pretty much a race car, but I still want to wire it like it's a show car. So anyways, let's take a look at the underside of the car and show you what we got going on there. All right, so we've got the car up in the air. If some of you wonder what there's a 315. There's a 275. So anyways, so cool. So we got a lot of stuff done. Got our new drive shaft here. This is I want to say I don't remember. I believe it's 4-inch. Maybe it's a 4.5. I don't remember. Anyways, it's a big heavy duty. It's got a billet yoke on it. So thanks to Corey for building that for us. And one of the things that we finished up here, subframe connectors. So we never removed the subframe connectors from the car when we did the frame. We basically just cut all the welds and slid the frame out. So I went in here yesterday and got everything all cleaned up, welded, and then we got a touch-up paint that matches the powder coat really well. So when that stuff's done, we get the Holley T56 cross member, and I actually put these in, these added mounts. You don't really have to run them, but to me it just seems like when you got this big beefy cross member, this is really gonna add some rigidity to the car. Another thing that I did the other day was I took the scatter shield and I chopped it off, because these things just get annihilated on the bottom and they catch on stuff, and so anyways, chopped it off. So that was cool. And make our way to the very back, and you can see our 3-link. Let me pan out. Here's our rear suspension. Got our Watts link, and then here's our upper link going through the back. I can't really see much. Anyways, it's tough to see. But anyway, so I'm gonna put the tank in here really quick. I actually made straps for the tank. I just use this material that we get. It's got some sort of a coating on it, electroplated coating, and I double it up on the ends. And it's bolted in just like the factory one. So anyways, tank fits really nice. Filler neck, it's still gonna have the same stock filler neck and all that good stuff on it. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we've done. Well, all right, well, thanks for watching, and we'll keep you updated on some stuff. We're also gonna throw another video on the other project we got going on. Unless you've been watching, it's one of the other things that we took a little bit of a time and 5-speed swapped my 68 Firebird. It had a 4L60 in it, and took it out and put a 5-speed in it. Coolest thing ever. So anyway, so thanks for watching. Hey, make sure you leave comments and ask questions and hit that like button and subscribe and all that good stuff. But keep watching, we appreciate it, and you know, we'll make some more videos. So thanks for watching.